We're at the Walsh residence, the famous Goondocks neighborhood, where the famous Goonies lived. They got a pretty cool view of the Columbia River here. We got some ships. In the town of Astoria. It's the Astoria column. Hello, we're out here at the Astoria, Oregon. They have the Astoria column, 125 feet tall column. And it's a spiral staircase all the way to the top. And it's a traditional thing. You get these wooden airplanes, you climb all the way to the top, and then you throw it off. So we're going to make the trek up to the top and see if we can make this thing fly. A little drizzly, cloudy, foggy. Normally you have a pretty good view of the Columbia River and a little bit over the town. It's a very scenic area usually. But it looks like we only got one other car here today. It's a good time to go do it. Let's check it out. It's quite the artwork. All right. The staircase is so tight, you start to get dizzy just walking in circles. Hello! Hello! And we just seen the Walsh house where the Goonies were. So it's, hey you guys! Well, we are quite a ways to go. Maybe we'll count the steps on the way down. made it. Well, it's a little breezy up here. I don't know if we should throw it into the wind or with the wind. I think we'll go with the wind. Actually, we'll do a crosswind or a big open field here. Let's see what we can hit. All right, here we go. It doesn't look like it survived. Looks pretty busted up. Oh no, actually I think it landed on the park bench right there. We'll have to do it again. Oh, there's a couple down there. Oh, a whole bunch of them down there. I'm gonna say mine survived. Well, if you're ever in Astoria, this is probably number one or number two things you gotta stop and do. For sure, it's definitely worth the view. And the town itself is something else. The architecture, the houses from the 1800s, they're amazing. So come check it out. I'm gonna count these steps on the way down. See you at the bottom. '58, '59, '60, '61, '62, '63, 163, I think. Wait a minute, I think I lost count. Maybe I have to go back up and recount. Just kidding. Well, it's $5 to get into this place, but it's good for all years. So if you were to save your tag, you can come visit as many times as you want for $5. They do have a gift shop here that's open right now this time of year. You can come in here and buy all your trinkets, but this is where you get those little balsa wood airplanes. I've been up here and flown paper airplane off of here before. It works just as good. And they do light it up at night. I think it's open until like 10 o'clock at night, so it's something to see. All right, we're out. Okay, we're out here at Fort Stevens State Park in Oregon. Here's the site for the Peter Iredale shipwreck in 1906, coming from Mexico to Portland. It was empty at the time. All the crew members were rescued. But this wood and steel ship has been stuck here since 1906. Still visible on the beach. Quite a bit different sand down here, a lot darker, black, gray sand compared to the southern coast. And this is about as far north as Oregon as you can get on the beach. At the end of here is a jetty and the mouth of the Columbia River. Peter Iredale. Not too many places you can drive on the beach right next to a shipwreck. Pretty cool. That time of year too, we got by the wind sailors washed up, just billions of them, all up and down the Oregon coast. They're almost like a jellyfish. They have this little clear sail and just float along and get pushed by the tides and by the wind. And they just coat the beaches for miles. Let's see what we can see here. Looks like a duck blind, but it's a wildlife viewing bunker. Some birds out there. Got an observation tower there. I guess we're gonna go do some observation. Those railroad trestles we're seeing off at the other side. Pretty mean waves out there. All right, on to the next one. So originally that narrow gauge railroad trestle stretched for over 4 miles across there. So they used that to help build the jetty. And then they have some elk here that hang out. Seeing 3 different groups of elk. There's a big bull out there. They look twice the size of those cows that I seen when I first came in. Got the highest man-made structure on all of the Oregon coast, 223 feet high. It's an old smokestack for the Whitney Mill in Garibaldi, Oregon. It used to be the largest lumber mill on the Oregon coast at one time, and they'd use this to burn off their waste. World's largest clear span wooden structure. World War II era blimp hangar at 190 feet tall. Tillamook Air Museum. Covers over 7 acres, the building does. Tillamook and Tillamook Bay, known for Tillamook cheese and an blimp hangar. It's closed right now. They're having a little roof issue. This is part of the Tillamook Naval Air Station, commissioned in 1942 and decommissioned in 48, and it housed blimps that would patrol the Oregon coast and the Pacific coast and look out for enemy submarines. Looks like some of the old buildings I've been in Fort Carson and Fort McClellan, Alabama. Just cookie cutter military buildings. We're here at the famous Dees River. That's 1D, the shortest river in the world. It starts on the other side of that bridge, Devil's Lake. Travels down here. Out to the ocean. At high tide, at the highest tide, it's only 120 feet long, the river is. It's got a rival in Montana that boasts that it's the shortest river, but when this is at its extreme high tide, it shortens the river. And they claim that the Montana River is only a drainage ditch. So that's pretty exciting. We got Devil's Punch Bowl here. Got king tides or a big storm come in. Waves come blasting up out of this hole. No action today though. Well, that was my trip from Astoria to Coos Bay. Hope you enjoyed. And until next time, get out.